this video, we look at the expected results framework of the Guyana Education Sector Plan. What will it be? Well, let's look first at the budget that's available for the implementation of the plan for the years 2015, 2016, and 2018. In an earlier video, you saw details of this. It's for the year 2016 is 42 million plus. For 2017, it is 45 million, and for 2018, it's 48, I think, million. It's quite a lot of money. That's the financial input into the transformation process of the education sector. So the inputs would be financial, tons of money pumped into the system. You read about that in the newspapers almost weekly. In fact, in this week, this figure here, 40 something million, was approved to achieve a certain results, which are measurable results, but the details of which are not available. Among the more significant results would be the number of grade school students scoring 50% or more at the National Grade 6 Assessment Examination. The number of fully functional facilities at the schools. The number of secondary school students with passes, grades 1 to 3 passes at CSEC, math, English, and science subjects. Those are measurable results. The question is, are those results being delivered? So the education sector plan is based on a diagnosis of the performance of the sector on outcomes, enrollment rates, learning achievements, internal efficiency, levels of equity, enrollment rates at the nursery, primary and secondary schools, learning achievements in terms of literacy, mathematics and science. It should also include the STEM subjects, which is mathematics, English. I guess they refer to literacy, including English. Attendance, levels of attendance. These are all measurable, quantifiable indicators for the sectors. Dropout rates, enrollment, learning scores, internal efficiency, levels of equity. Let's go back one side. Levels of equity. So these are the enrollment rates, level of achievements, learning achievements, internal efficiency, and levels of equity. Now let's look at another bit of analysis. The performance framework of the education sector plan. How? With the resources provided in millions of dollars, plan inputs, planned activities, plan delivery partners. What do we want? Short-term outputs, intermediate groups, intermediate outcomes, long-term impact on Guyana society. Why? So it's designed to reach intermediate groups and users, beneficiaries, primary and secondary school students, teachers, and so on in the Guyana society. At least that's my understanding of the framework. Performance of the framework presented visually. Here I'm using data visualization to make it easy for all stakeholders to understand the different elements in the education sector plan. Resources that will be available in inputs, activities, reach region, local communities, local schools, outputs, and so on. Impact. So that's the graphic display of the interrelationships among the different elements. Take, for example, the money the government is pumping into the system. Who does it reach? Regions. Which regions are involved? Which local communities? And which local schools in those communities? And what are the outputs? How are the teachers performing? How are the students performing? If the students perform well, then the outcome would be better grades and better trained citizens to develop the country. And the impact would be development of the country. So the logic is, if resources are pumped into the system and it reaches the region, the local communities, the local schools and the students, then certain outputs will follow, and those outputs would lead to certain outcomes, such as better grades. And better grades would mean a skilled workforce that would help improve development of the country.